Alright, hello and welcome. Today we'll look at this league's build. It's a Glacial Hammer build. Glacial Hammer is a strike skill. And let's be honest, it's pretty bad. But I think I made this build work. So first let's have a look at the defenses. There's a lot of stuff going on here. We are using Arctic Armor, the alt quality one, which gives us a chance to freeze enemies when they hit you. This itself it's okay, but it has a very interesting interaction. So if you have this one and you combine it with the blast freeze, it makes your freeze spread to nearby enemies. So this means if one enemy hits you of a pack, the whole pack freezes, or at least half the time. The second thing we'll be using is Petrified Blood, and we are linking both the Arctic Armor and Petrified Blood with an enhance. The reason for this, for Arctic Armor, it is to get higher chance to freeze, but for Petrified Blood, the damage we take over time after we take the initial hit will be less with a lot of quality. So from quality we'll go from 81% of damage taken to 70, which is pretty huge. Another thing this build uses is Enduring Cry. This is both for the charges and the regen it will provide us. Furthermore, we will be using Cast when damage taken and Immoral Call. The good thing here is that we're using the Red Banner Tower Shield, which makes our Warcries have infinite power. So the charge generation of endurance charges is no problem. Since we are using mace, we can use Leap Slam, which is a pretty good movement skill, and one benefit of this is that we don't actually move when we jump. So this allows us to have Nature's Patience, and this is pretty insane. It gives us 20% chance to deal double damage and 10% less damage taken when you're at 10 stack, and we'll be at 10 stack most of the time since we're jumping around and hitting stuff. And another benefit of having the power generated from the shield is that we can use Berserk almost all the time, and Berserk makes us take a lot less damage. So this interacts really well with the Berserker node, which allows us to generate rage. So, and the last thing is that we have also linked Purifying Flame to our cast on damage taken setup. So that will make it so we are on consecrated ground after we've taken a hit. So overall this build feels insanely tanky, and yeah, it's pretty good. It can take a few hits. So how do we deal damage? Well, this is a little bit more tricky. We're using Glacial Hammer, which isn't really good. But luckily someone in the league found the Awakened Multistrike, which makes it possible to use this setup without Ancestral Cry or Ancestral Call. So what we're using is Glacial Hammer, Ruthless, Bloodthirst, which is a really good interaction with Petrified Blood. We are using Fortify, of course, Cold Penetration and Multistrike. We also have +1 strike target on gloves. Without this, it will feel pretty bad. And to boost our damage, we also have Frost Bomb. We have Ancestral Warsheath and Ancestral Protector. So that is kind of the main setup of damage. But enough of the build. Let's take a look at how it actually works.
I'm being punished, aren't I? Night's madness drains away all hope. Can you feel death coiling around your heart? Ruin hides in every corner. Slay them amongst the flames. The flames race towards you. Flames beget more flames. You emerge victorious no more.